Shloka 1 sets a tone for the entire Bhagavad Gita to be expounded as a dialogue between Dhritarashtra and Sanjay. In the slokas 2 to 20, we saw the description of both sides which have assembled for the Kurukshetra war. And 21 to 23, we see Arjuna's impatience. He is sweating to start the war, be done with it, and kill the enemies and take over the Rajya, which is legitimately theirs. Therefore, he requests his charioteer, Lord Krishna, to place the chariot in such a place from where he can have a good look, a survey of all the people who have come there, assembled there for the war. That's what we have seen in the last class. Today, continuing, we will see 3 slokas, 4, yes, 24 to 27, which describe the various generals, relatives, and others who are assembled for the war, with who deserve all the respect. And then slokas 28 to 30 describe the conflict that arises in Arjuna's mind on having a look at all those who are assembled for the war. As a result, in the next 16 slokas, Arjuna gets in a despondent mood and he addresses Arjuna with very strong words, which we will see in detail. Now proceeding to shloka number 24. I'll take up 24 to 27, all of them together. Sanjaya uvacha eva mukto hrishikeshaha gudhakesena bharata senayorubayor madhye sthapayitva ratothamam bhishmadrona pramukataha sarvesham cha mahikshitam uvacha partapasyaitane samavetam kuruniti. Tatra pasyan siddhan partha pitrinata pitamahan acharyan matulan bhratrine putran pautran sakistava. Sakin sata shasuran suhridaschaiva senayorubayorapi Tan samikshya sakonteyaha sarvan bandhun avastitan kripaya paraya vishto vishidanniham abravit. Sanjaya uvacha, sloka number 24. Eva mukto hrishikesha gudakesena bharata senayor vyor madhye Sthapayitva Rathottamam. A very poignant shloka. Sanjaya says, Hey Bharata, he is addressing Dhritarashtra. Evam uktaha hrishikeshaha gudakesena. Evam gudakesena uktaha, thus addressed by Arjuna, who is called Gudakesha, Hrishikesha, Bhagavan Krishna, Senayoho Ubayoho Madhye Rathottamam Sthapayitva, continues, positioning the chariot between the two armies. Now, 2 words we should pay attention to, Gudakesha and Hrishikesha. Gudakesha refers to Arjuna. Gudakesha indicates that Arjuna has controlled his sleep. It's indicative of his ability, under the sway of his will, he can decide to sleep. He can manipulate his mind as he likes. And he has the mastery over sleep. That's why he is called Gudakesha. Now, the second word, Hrishikesha. Hrishikesha refers to Lord Krishna. So, thus addressed by Arjuna, Lord Krishna places the chariot between the two armies. That's the reason behind that. Krishna, being God, knows the working inside the mind of Arjuna. We can never do any job if you are not one-minded, if you are not concentrated on the job which you are going to do. We can never achieve success. Krishna knows very well that Arjuna's mind is very much agitated, and he wants this agitation to go to the full extent so that he can give him the advice of what is right and what is wrong. But Krishna by himself doesn't want to start with the advice. Our Upanishads say, unless you are asked for an advice, don't render it. If you give an advice unasked, you will be charged as having some motivation, some reason for which you are giving that advice. It will not be appreciated that you are giving the advice in the interest of the receiver himself. Therefore, let the person ask for advice, then give it. Otherwise, keep your mouth closed, shut. So, following that Krishna, the God himself, he is creating such a situation. He is placing the chariot in between the two armies so that Arjuna can have a good look at all the people who have assembled there. Then, next sloka, Bhishma Drona Pramukataha Sarveshancha Mahikshitam Uvacha Partha Pasya Etane Samavetane Kurun Ithi. O Partha, Krishna addresses Arjuna. Behold, Pasya, whom? Etana, these people. Who are they? They have assembled there, Samavetam. They are gathered there for the fight. And Kuru, they belong to the Kuru dynasty, clan. Who are they? Bhishma Drona Pramukataha. Right in front of Bhishma and Drona, he is parking the chariot. Sarveshancha Mahikshitam. Mahikshita. Maha Ikshitam. Mahi Ikshitam. Mahi is the earth. Kshitam is the ruler. So rulers of the earth who are assembled there. And all those people in front of them, particularly in front of the Bhishma and Drona, he stops the chariot and then says, come, have a look at all the Kurus. We have come here, who have come here to fight the war on behalf of the Kauravas. Continuing, sloka number 26. Tatra pasyan sthitam parthaha pitrena tapita mahan acharyan matulan bhratrene putran potran sakistata shvasuran suhridaschaiva senayorubayorapi. Then tatra apasyan, he saw who? Arjuna. Whom? Sthitane, those who are stationed there, taken position for the war. Partha, tatra apasyan sthitane. Who are all present there? Pitrin, fathers. We always have only a father, no how fathers. That shows many people who are the head of their families, they have come there. They are the fathers in their respective families. And for him also, the father, in the sense that who are in a position equivalent to father. Pitamahane, grandfathers. Similarly, Acharyane, the various teachers, Mathulane, maternal uncles, Bhratrine, brothers. After all, Kauravas or Arjuna's step-brothers. Putrane, the sons of those various valiant people. Pautrane, and the grandsons. Sakhin, friends. Tatha Shvasurane. Shvasur is Hindi Sasur, father-in-law. Suhradaha, friends who are disposed of favorably towards either side. Cha eva senayoho ubiyoho api, belonging to both the families. Tatra pasyate sthitane parthaha pitrine ata pitamahane acharyane mathulane Bhratrine, Putrane, Pautrane, Sakine, Tatha, Shasurane, Suhridaya Eva Cha, Seneyoho Ubiyoho Api. There, Partha saw on both sides of the armies relatives like fathers, grandfathers, teachers, uncles, maternal, brothers, putrane, sons, grandsons, friends, father-in-laws, etc. The whole lot of them. Moving on, next sloka 27. Tan samikshya sakonteyaha sarvan bandhun avasthitan kripaya parayo ishto vishedan idam abravit. Tane samikshya saha kaunteya sarvan bandhun avasthitane kripaya paraya avishtaha vishedan idam abravit. Prosada will be sa kaunteya tane sarvan avasthitan bandhun samikshya paraya kripaya avishtaha Vishidanne idam abravit. Sakaunteya, that Kunti Putra Arjuna. Tan Samiksha, having a good look at all those who are present over there, Sarvana, Avasithana, Bandhuna, all the relatives who are present there, Paraya Kripaya, with deep sorrow, Avishtaha, filled, Idam Abravit, said this word. Arjuna, whom the Gita calls here as Kaunteya, I'll tell you why. Arjuna had a look at all those who are present, the relatives. On seeing them present for the war, he was overcome with sorrow, sadness. And in that mood of sadness, he addresses these words. Now, why Kaunteya? Why only Arjuna Kaunteya? What is the need to say Kunti's son? Kunti is who? Mother of Arjuna and a lady. Between the gents and ladies, normally ladies are soft-hearted. Gents, everything said and done, are a bit hard. They don't become emotional easily. There are some gents who cry also, leave it. But generally, gents do not become emotional. and sorrow doesn't overtake them generally. But in the case of Arjuna, as if he has drawn from his mother the softness, he became so soft on seeing all the relatives present, overcome with their affection, and he starts thinking a lot of things which lead him to a state of sorrow. So the word Kaunteya is used. Son of Kunti, the same effeminate principles practice or the method of behavior as that of Kunti, a woman. That is the indication. I told you earlier also that various places, various names are used for be it Arjuna or be it Krishna. There is a significance in the using that particular word. Now, what is the conflict? Why did he become so sorrowful? That is being described in the next 3 slokas. Arjuna Uvacha Drishtveam Swajanam Krishna Yuyutsum Samupasthitam Sidanti Mama Gatrani Mukham cha parishusyati. Arjuna Uvacha, says Arjuna. To whom? To Krishna. Drishtva imam swajanam Krishna yuyutsum sam upasthitam sidanti mama gatrani mukham cha parishusyati. Hey Krishna, imam swajanam yuyutsum sam upasthitam drishtva imam yuyutsum sam upasthitam swajanam drishtva mama gatrani sidanti mama mukham cha parishusyati. He has seen all the people, drishtva, whom imam, these, swajanam, his own kinsmen. They are not outsiders. They are all related in some way or the other. Swajanam, or they are very close friends, and therefore again Swajana. What they have assembled for? Yuyutsum, eager to fight. Sam upasthitam, arranged themselves on both sides, taken positions for fighting. On seeing them, mama gatrani, gatra means limbs, organs. Mama gatrani sidanti, they fail to work. My hand fails to lift, my leg fails to move further, my mind fails to concentrate on the war. All my organs are failing me. Mukham cha, my mouth also, parishusyati, is parched. When you overcome with emotion, you might have yourself experienced that your mouths become dry, your mouth becomes dry. You are not able to speak. You are charged emotionally. And that is what is happening to Partha here. On seeing his relatives who have assembled on both sides. Moving on, shloka number 29. Vepatuscha sarire me romaharshascha jayate gandivam samsrite samsate hastat tvakchaiva paridahyate. Vepatuhu cha sharire me romaharshascha jayate gandivam sramsate hastat tvak cha eva paridahyate. Prose order. Vepatuhu cha sharire me romaharshaha cha jayate gandivam sramsate hastat Tvakucha eva paridahyate. 3 sentences are well put here. Vepatuhu, shivering. What happens when you become angry or when you are completely overcome with sorrow? You don't have control over your body. The whole body becomes shaky. The voice becomes trembling. The throat becomes dry. And you start sweating. And you cannot hold anything. That is the extreme condition of your becoming emotional. That's what is happening to Arjuna now on seeing all those relatives who have come for war. Vepatuhu, shivering, sharire, in my body, me, to me, romaharshaha cha jayate, my hairs on the hands and all over, they stand up erect. When does the soft hair stand up? When you become emotional. Gandhivam cha, Gandhivam is the bow of Arjuna. Gandhivam cha, sramsate, it slips from my hands. If you have to fight a war, if you have to use a bow, your hold on the bow should be steady. Then only the arrow will go right at the target as you aim. If it is slippery, how can you fight a war? And that's what is happening to him. Becoming emotional, the bow is trembling in his hands and that slips. The grip is not firm. Hastat sramsate, from the hand the bow slips. Tvaku means skin. Tvakucha eva paridahyate, it burns all over as if he has become emotional. His body temperature has gone up. As a result of that, it feels the whole body is burning. Next, sloka number 30. Nacha shaknom yavastatum brahmati vacha bhemanaha nimittani cha pashyami viparitani Kesava. Hey Kesava, nacha shaknomi, I am not able to, what? Avasthathum, to stand, to be steady in my place. Brahmati eva cha me manaha, my mind, brahmati eva, as if it is circling, chakaratah manka. As if the mind is roaming about, circling, wheeling. Nimittani cha pasyami viparitani. Nimittani, omens. Pasyami, I see. Viparitani, adverse. Adverse omens I see. Viparitani nimittani cha pasyami. Now, having become emotional, he imagines so many things. He imagines what will happen, what is going to be in the future, what is going to be the result of such happenings. And the very thought of those possible outcome of this war makes him tremble. His hand slips, his hands stand up, and his organs do not work. His mind is not able to concentrate and think. It is just wheeling, rotating, circling. And he finds many bad omens. The word omen we must talk about. First of all, omens are necessarily neither bad nor good. It is more your state of affairs that is able to do a particular way of looking at those omens. Sometimes you will never bother about what things happen because you are in such a mood to go ahead with your job. Sometimes you are very much worried, hesitating, not sure about what you are going to do. Therefore, certain things appear to be bad. We say, I was starting out of my house. At that time, a cat crossed on my path. I knew there is going to be some trouble and I met with an accident. The very fact that he thought because of the cat crossing there is going to be a bad luck makes him not concentrating on his driving, and he meets an accident. It is not that the accident was going to happen that was indicated by the cat crossing. It is that the cat crossed and his mind thought that's a bad omen, and that disturbed him. His concentration was affected and he met with an accident. See the beauty of it. This is where you use the omens, bad omens. Many times say, it happened in our family also. My sister was boiling milk on the stove. Then she poured all of the milk boiled over. When she tried to take it, it fell down. The whole thing became a mess. And within 5 minutes, she gets a message, father is dead. Now again, yes, there may be a psychological effect. It may be related. It gives you an indication. But every day, many houses, the milk boils over. Many times, the vessel sits on the hand, it falls down. We never do anything about it, never think anything about it. But on that particular day, it's a coincidence. The milk has boiled and fallen down and the death has occurred. The two are connected together as a bad omen. What I am trying to bring out is that what you call as a bad omen is not necessarily a bad omen, but because your mind thinking of those things, it happens. No doubt I do grant that yes, it may also happen that it coincides in both cases. Good enough. So don't go always by the omens. Don't be disturbed by what is so-called bad omens. But here, because his mind was not favorably inclined to fight a war as a Kshatriya, but as the son of a woman with all emotions, he also became emotional. So certain things appeared bad to him. And this is what he says, Viparitani nimittani pashyami, hey Kesava. The word Kesava again, why is it used? What does it mean? Kesava has got three meanings. Number one is destroyer of the demon king Kesin. Kesava is one who destroyed Kesin. He addresses, Arjuna addresses Krishna as Kesava here to indicate that you, a great Veera, a great brave soldier by your own self, you have destroyed the wicked demon. So also I am also trying to destroy those wicked people. You have been successful, I am not able to do it. I don't have that very attitude to proceed towards that job. Secondly, Keshava. Keshava stands for Varishta. He who has got a beautiful hair on his head, he is called Keshava. The third meaning is Keshava. Ka plus E becomes K in Sandhi. It's called Guna Sandhi. Don't bother about it. In Sanskrit grammar, Ka, Akara and Isha, Ikara, when they join to come, they become K. So Keshava refers to a combination of K, A and E. K means Brahma. Ka, Brahma is called Ka. Kam Desho Burmaho Dadihi. Ka is Brahma, the creator. A is A. A, the first letter of the alphabet, the beginning of everything, refers to the first soul that was on the earth, that is Lord Vishnu himself. Therefore, A stands for Vishnu and E stands for Isha. Isha is Rudra. Krishna, Arjuna recognizes is none but The Trinity come in one. Brahma, Vishnu, Mahadeva have come in one form, that is Kesava. Kesava is actually the name of Mahavishnu, and Krishna is an avatar of Mahavishnu. Proceeding further, Shloka number 31. From here on till the end of this chapter, 46, 47 shlokas, Arjuna is now going to come out with a lot of expression of his feelings. What is happening to him, what he is seeing, what he is thinking, what is going to happen because of this war. People have come because of the war, they may die. When they die, what happens to their families? All those things he imagines. I remember an anecdote. I was in Secunderabad, posted in Secunderabad. We had a Lieutenant Chakravarti, who had a beautiful little son. We used to climb the hill for going to Lord Venkateswara's temple in Kesava, the winding hill road. His little son asked me when we were driving, he asked his father, Dad, we are driving on this curvy road. The road is so small. What will happen if the car loses the direction, if the car leaves the road, and if the car falls down on the slope? Look at the imagination of the child. He is thinking so much ahead. The car will lose the direction, he will leave the road, they will go on the roll on the slopes. What will happen to us? So like that here, Arjuna, who has come ready to fight a war. In fact, he was so much determined to fight that he says, I want to have a look at who are the chaps who have come to fight with me. With that Kshatriya Bala, Kshatriya mentality, he approaches the war and he wants Krishna to place the car so that he can have a look at both sides. That person now, after having seen the people, has lost the will to fight. He had become mentally weak. And because of that mental weakness, all sorts of funny thoughts are coming into his mind. He says, this will happen, that will happen, then what will happen, then what will happen to the families, what will happen to the ladies, etc., etc. He goes on, imagination goes on the negative side. That is being described in the next 16 shlokas of this chapter. All fallacious thoughts, thoughts which do not exist, which are imagined by Arjuna. Nacha shreyo nupashyami hatva swajanamahave nakangshe vijayam Krishna nacha rajyam sukhani cha. Despondent mood, Vishada avastha. Arjuna says, Hey Krishna, na cha shreyaha anupashyami swajanam hatva ahave na kangshe vijayam na cha rajyam na cha sukham kangshe. Shreyaha, by winning the war, the good name, nacha anupashyami, I don't think, I don't find. Because the war that I am going to fight is going to bring so much of calamities that I am not going to celebrate that I have won a war, a great man, a good job done. No, that feeling will not come to me. That will not happen at all. Nacha shreyaha anupashyami. I don't find something good, something great in this fight. Where ahave, in the battle, swajanam hatva, by killing all these people, shreyaha na anupashyami. In the war, killing all my own relatives and my friends, I don't find anything great to happen, anything good to talk about. Nakamshi, nor I am interested, nor I am desiring, nor it is my wish. What? Vijayam. A war which brings such calamities, such death of my relatives and friends, what is the pleasure it is going to give me? So I am not interested in that victory. Nature, Rajyam. I don't want a kingdom at all. Imagine. He was anxious to fight this war. He came all the way after so much of trouble to get the Rajya. After Krishna himself going as a Duta, when he has failed everything, he was determined, okay, I will fight them and take my Rajya as a matter of right in the battle. So much determined he was when he came for the fight. And now after seeing all those people, that resolve is gone. And he says, this very kingdom for which I wanted to fight for, I am not interested. I do not desire. Nacha kangshyami kangshe rajyam. And when you win the war, when you become the emperor, naturally you will be happy, you will enjoy all happiness, sukhani, pleasures. I am not interested in the pleasures also. Kim no rajyena govinda, kim bhogehi jivitena va. Hey Govinda. Govinda is very appropriate word used here. Go in Sanskrit refers to the living beings. Vinda comes from the root verb with, to know. Vinda, one who knows. It is the name of Vishnu, Govinda, one who knows all the living beings. He is the one who has created them. A mother knows her child very well. Nobody else will know the child as much as a mother will know. Similarly, Lord Vishnu, who is the creator of all of us, he will know definitely about us more than anybody else. And he alone is the person who will sort out any problem which we have got. It is the mother who goes out of the way to see that her child doesn't face any problem. So also Mahavishnu. That is why the word Govinda has been used. Here Arjuna is in trouble and he wants a solution. He wants to come out of it. Who can do that? Govinda is the only person who can do it. That is why the word Govinda. Hey Govinda, kim no rajyena kim bhogaihi jivitena va. After fighting this war, after killing all these people, what is the use of the kingdom which I get? The kingdom will be bereft without all these relatives and friends. And when that is the situation, what can I enjoy? You can enjoy only when you find you and your environment is smooth, is pleasant, is happy. The very life will become miserable. How can I enjoy that? Hey Govinda, Rajyena kim, Bhogaihi kim, Jivitena va kim. What is the use of this Rajya, kingdom? Bhoga, this enjoyment of life. Jivitena, the very purpose of living. What is that? Nothing. Shloka number 33. Yesha marte kankshidam no rajyam bhoga sukhani cha tajime avasthita yuddhe pranan styaktva danani cha. The imagination continues. Yesha marte kankšitam na kankšitam naha rajyam bhogaha sukhani cha te ime avasthita yuddhe Pran Tyaktva Dhananicha. Why do you seek the kingdom? So that I, the Pandavas, along with our relatives and friends, can lead a happy life, which is not there in the Kaurava rule. The wicked people who do all sorts of atrocities and dharma. Therefore, and the kingdom is legitimately theirs. Therefore, he is fighting a war to get it. And to enjoy that kingdom after the war, victory in the war, with his relatives and friends. When they are not there, for those for whom we seek this kingdom, and for those enjoyments, for those pleasures, what is the use when all those people who are standing here in the battle, they are killed? When everyone is killed, when there is this Vashana there, what are you going to gain? What's the fun of having the kingdom? That's what he says. Yesham arte, for whose sake, Kangshitam, it is desired, Naha, to us, Rajyam, the kingdom, Bhogaha, the enjoyment, Sukhanicha, the pleasures. All these things are desired for the sake of our living along with our kith and kin. Man is a social animal. He wants to be happy only when he has got people around him. And when those people are going to be killed off, he will be alone. What is that to enjoy? Bhogaha, enjoyment, Sukhani, the pleasure coming out of it, Cha te ime avasthitaha yuddhe pranam tyaktva. Those who are present here, if they sacrifice their lives in the war, if they get killed, and then dhanani, once a war is over, all those who are defeated, those kings, their wealth is taken by the victor. So what will I do with that wealth also? Acharya pitarah putraha tathaiva cha pitamaha matula shashura pautraha shyalaha sambandhinas thatha. Now he narrates who are the people whose death will bring me so much of sorrow that I can't enjoy the kingdom, I can't have sukha, I can't enjoy life itself. Who are those people? He is detailing them. Acharyaha, the various teachers, Pitaraha, fathers, Putraha, sons, Tataeva, and also Pitamahaha, grandfathers, Matulaha, maternal uncles, Shashuraha, fathers-in-law, Pautraha, grandsons, Shalaha, Hindi Sala, Shalaha, brothers-in-law, Sambandhenaha, relatives, Tata as well. Etan nahantumichami Gnatopi Madhusudana Apitrailokya Rajyasya Hetoho Kimnu Mahikrite. Gnatopi, he Madhusudana, Gnatopi Etane Hantum Naichami. I don't fight, let them kill me. Even in that case, for the sake of the domination, I don't want this. All the three worlds, what to talk of the earth. Etane, these, nahantum ichami, I don't want to kill. Gnataha api, even if they kill me, even if I am killed. He Madhusudana, Trailokya Rajyasya, dominating over these three worlds, Hetoho, for the sake of dominion of these three worlds. Kimnu Mahikrite, what for the sake of the earth? The meaning has to be explained. The words by themselves do not make the sense clear. He says, though myself slain by them, I would not seek to kill them. Even for the sake of domination over Bhur Bhuva Swaha, three words. What to talk of the earth? By winning this war, what will happen? I will become the emperor. We, Pandavas, will become the emperors of the whole world. I am not interested. We might become the emperor of not only the earth, Bhuhu, but Bhuvaha and Suvaha also. By this success in the war, I might become the emperor of all the three worlds also. I am not interested. What to talk of becoming an emperor of only the earth? By killing my people. I don't want to attain such a result. Even though the result is very attractive, very good. Assuming that we win the war, we are going to get everything. No, I don't want to get everything by killing those people, because they are so dear to me. Madhusudana, the killer of the wicked demon, Madhu. You killed Madhu because he was wicked. But I do not want to kill the Kauravas, even though they are also wicked. I don't want to do that. Nihatyadartha rashtrana nakka priti syad janardana papamevashrayet asman hatvaitan atatayinaha nihatya dartarashtrane naha ka pritihi syat janardana papameva ashrayet asman hatva yetane atatayinaha. The prose order. Dhartarashtrane hatya. Dhartarashtrana are who? Dhritarashtrasya amatyam bhuman Dhartarashtraha. Plural Dhartarashtra. The sons of Dhritarashtra. Dhartarashtrane nihatya. Having killed, having slain the sons of Dhritarashtra. Naha, to us, ka pritihi syat. What pleasure will be there? Our intention is the Rajya, not the killing of the co-brothers. He Janardhana, papameva ashrayet. On the other hand, by killing our relatives, we will acquire only papam, sins. Asman hatva. By killing these people. Who are they? I know. They are atatayinaha. They are felons. They are wicked people. They refuse to give me my legitimate Rajya. They tried to kill us. They tried to burn the house in which we were staying. They gave poison in our food. They tried all sorts of things. Such wicked people are my brothers. I know that. But even then, if I kill my brothers, it is a papa, it is a sin. And I don't want to incur that sin and after that death, rule the kingdom. No, I don't want to. What delight can we get? Can we derive? Hey Janardhana. By doing away with all the sons of Dhritarashtra, only sin will accrue to us. By slaying, I know these are desperados. These are wicked people, criminals, treacherous people. I know all that. But in spite of it, they are my brothers. Everything said and done, they are my relatives. I don't want to kill them and enjoy the Rajya. And right now they are come with their swords drawn to kill us. I know that. Still I don't want that. Because what I look is not for the material benefit I am going to get, but the spiritual sin which I will get on killing them. So because of that sentiment, I don't want to kill. Tasman arha vayam hantum धातराष्ट्रान् स्वबान्धवान् स्वजनं हि कथं हत्वा सुखिनः स्याम माधव. Hey Madhava. Again the word Madhava has been used with a purpose. Madhava, Ma, Mother Lakshmi, Dhava, husband, master. Master of Mother Lakshmi, whom Lord Vishnu keeps in his chest. Lakshmi is the in charge of all the wealth. And that Lakshmi is the possession of Lord Vishnu. Therefore, Vishnu possesses the very possessor of all the wealth. He is so rich. And therefore, he can give me also all the riches. You are the avatara of Lord Vishnu. So your help definitely will get me all the riches. But still, I won't like to have it. Tasmat, therefore, na arhaha, we are not justified, vayam, we people, Dhartarashtrani hantum, to kill the Dhritarashtra's sons, and Swabhandavane, our own relatives, Swajanam, our kinsmen, our friends. These people, by killing, how can he become Sukhi? Sukhinaha katham syat hatva tane. Tan hatva. By killing them, katham, how? Sukhinaha syat. I can be happy, we can be happy. Oh Madhava. Tell me, by killing them I get so many of riches. But by killing my own people, how can I enjoy it all by myself? Tasmat aham na varyaha. Therefore we are not eligible for this sukha, this win, this battle, etc. Tasmat na argaha vayam Dhritarashtrane swabandhavane swajanane hantum. We do not deserve, we cannot justify killing our people. Swajanam hatva katham sukhanaha syama. By killing our own people, how can we become sukhinaha, happy people? Yadyapyedena pashyanti lobhopahata chetasaha kulatshayakritam dosham mitradrohe cha patakam. Yadyapi yetena pashyanti. Even though these people do not realize. Lobha apahata chetasa. Why? Because their mind is full of greed for the Rajya and the Sukha and the pleasure they are going to derive out of ruling. And therefore, their mental eyes are closed. They cannot see. What they cannot see? Kulatshaya kritam dosham mitra drohecha patakam. Patakam, sin. They are not able to see the sin of kulatshaya kritam, destruction of families. Kulatshaya kritam, the destruction of the families that has been done. Because of that arising dosham, evils. Mitra drohecha, they will be fighting against their own mitras. And that's all. The mitra droham is another great sin. Why? A relative has got everything said and done, something to take from you. In the sense, affection, money, help, etc. Whereas a mitra doesn't expect anything from you. His is pure friendship. He is a mitra. And that mitra, you will be committing a sin if you do a droha to him. No hostility to the friends. So although with the understanding of the greed that will come, I do not want to go in for the guilt or the crime of killing my relatives and the friends. Katam nanyeyam asmabhihi पापात् अस्मात् निवर्तितुं कुलक्षयकृतं दोषं प्रपश्यद्भिर्जनार्दन कथं नः ज्ञेयम् अस्माभिः पापात् अस्मात् निवर्तितुं. Difficult words, I will explain again. कथं नः or कथं न ज्ञेयम् अस्माभिः पापात् अस्मात् निवर्तितुं कुलक्षयकृतं दोषं प्रपश्यद्भिः हे जनार्दन. He Janardana, these are fools. These Kauravas, they do not think of the sin which will arise by destroying so many families, by doing hostile action against the enemies. The sin that will accrue, they are not able to see. But then we should be able to see. Why should we do the same thing which they are doing? Here I want to digress a little bit. It is attributed to Mahatma Gandhi that he said, if somebody slaps you on one cheek, show him the other cheek. Maybe because I am an army man, I just do not believe in it. I just do not contribute to it. If somebody has got the audacity, if somebody has got that enmity that he wants to hit you, I am not a fool to go and say, okay, you hit me here, you hit me there also. They have occupied so-and-so area of Kashmir, you occupy so-and-so area of Punjab also. You take Lahore also. I am not, though I have won the Lahore, you come and take it. Be goody-goody. No, I don't believe in it. If they don't consider you as your people, if they think that by taking your Rajya they become great, why the hell I do not? I will return you. A hit for a hit, a kill for a kill. I don't believe in this showing one cheek for your street and the other cheek. No. Unfortunately here, Arjuna is talking also like Mahatma Gandhi. He says, these fellows do not know the sin arising out of it, whereas I know I am great. So why should I do what they are doing? You forget to underline there that what action they are taking is born out of greed. They are aspiring to get the Rajya to which they have no right. It is your right. They are snatching it from you. Therefore, you should not allow them to snatch, but fight. That should be the attitude. Here the opposite is the attitude. Katham na nyayam asmabhihi papat asmat nivartitum kulatchaya kritam dosham prapasyadbhihi janardana. Hey Janardana, kulatchaya kritam dosham prapasyadbhihi, by us who know the result of the sin arising out of killing kulas, out of destroying so many families. We know what bad things will happen. We know. They do not know. We know it is a sin. they do not consider it as a sin. When that is the case, asmabhihi, by us, asmat papat nivartitim, for desisting to do such a papa, katam na nyayam. Why is not understood by us? Why are we also come to fight? Because they wanted to fight. They do not see the sin of that, whereas we can see. So knowing that it is a sin, why we have also come into the battle to fight, just as they have come to fight. They have come to fight born out of the greed for the Rajya, Sukha, Bhoga, etc. Should you also become like that? No, Krishna. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to incur that sin. They are fools, they don't know. But I am a wise man, I will do. This is the stand Arjuna takes. This stand comes when you become emotional and your intelligence is blocked by the emotion. Many of us do. The correct action, the correct path doesn't appear before us when you are overcome, when your mind is clouded with all sorts of stupid thoughts. Kulakshaye pranashyanti kuladharma sanatanaha dharme nashte kulam krishnam adharme abhibhavatyuta. His imagination is continuing. Dirghadarshi is looking into what he thinks is going to be the future. He says, war will be there, all my relatives will be killed, all my friends will be killed, and all the Rajas which I get, what is the use of it? And because of the killing of those heads of the families will become headless, the ladies will become widows, and once they become widows and other men will eye on her, they will spoil the women, the families will be obstructed. All sorts of things flow into the mind of Arjuna. Kulakshaye pranashyanti. In the destruction of the family, perish kula dharmaha sanatanaha, the age-old traditions of the families. Dharma, since spirituality, nashte, being destroyed, once the spirituality is destroyed, kulam, krishnam, the entire world, entire family, adharmaha abhibhavati, is overcome by impiety, opposite of piousness. Once the family is declined, why? Because the head of the family is killed. In the decline of the family, because of the death of the elders in the family, it is the elders who maintain our family traditions. One thing, because being elders, they know what their elders have taught them. And if they die, along with them, this tradition also will die. We, many times, call our elders, he has become old, what is he talking about? We don't appreciate that the old age has given them knowledge. They had more years to learn knowledge and learn from their elders. Who have learned from their elders? Sanatana. For ages old, this tradition has been going on. That we learn from our elders. And if you kill those very elders, from whom are you going to learn? Kulakshaye pranashyanti kuladharmaha. For example, our families, there is a tradition. My mother, I am sure many mothers in the south at least, they get up early morning, take a bath, pray to God, and then light the stove. That is our traditional style of living. Today what happens? The ladies themselves, they get up at 7:30, Perhaps they may or may not even clean their mouth and have bed coffee. A tradition which was supposed to be protected by the ladies, they themselves have killed it. Why? Because they didn't have elders who can tell them, look, this is wrong, don't do that, do this. When you take a bath, your body becomes clean and pure. With the body clean and pure, at the fresh clothes worn, your mind also becomes pure. Your thinking becomes pure. Your thoughts become noble. That is the very idea of taking bath in the morning and starting the work. I'm very sorry to say that there are families in which they do not have a bath at all right in the morning, in the day, but have a bath before going to sleep. Only a dead body is given a bath. Here, in the sleep, that justification is, yes, before going to sleep, if you have a bath, you will have a very peaceful sleep. Agreed? You may be correct. Have a bath at that time, nobody stops you. That doesn't mean throughout the day you remain dirty and then the night you become clean and so that you can have a good sleep. The very tradition is completely lost. Our tradition says, in front of elders who are knowledgeable, don't open your mouth and brag. But today, many children brag. They take, oh, uncle, you do not know. And their mothers and fathers are very happy. Tradition is gone. Many traditions are going with the destruction of a joint family system. Arjuna is able to foresee all these things. He says, Adharma abhibhavat Krishna pradushyanti kulastriya strishu dushtasu vashneya jayate varnasankara. Only thing, he has gone a little bit too much. A certain extent, yes, understandable, acceptable. But that doesn't mean every family is going to be spoiled because the family head is wrong. Hey Krishna, adharma abhibhavat, from the prevalence of lack of piety, lack of piousness, lack of noble thinking, lack of good living, pradushyanti, become corrupt, pradosha, who kulastriyaha, the women of the family, strishu dushtasu, in those corrupt ladies, varnasankaraha jayate, caste admixture happens. Because the head of the family is gone and the lady has become a widow, somebody will cast evil eyes on them and spoil them. Because of that spoiling, illegal families will generate, children will be born. And once the keeper of the family is the lady of the house. In fact, the gents do not have time to advise the children what is good, what is bad, what should be done, what should not be done. It is the mother who is the first teacher of the child. She is the one who molds the minds of the children. That is why he is not called a housewife, she is called a homemaker in the modern days. Right, justified. And if that woman is spoiled, then the whole family is spoiled. This is the argument of Arjuna. She will spoil because the husband is dead, because the father is dead, nobody to support the family. She will be at the mercy of other people. Other people will therefore misuse her. Therefore the family, children will be spoiled, the whole tradition will be spoiled, the whole families will be spoiled. That is the line of argument of Arjuna. Don't attribute to me, okay? I am only interpreting the meaning. Adharma abhibhavat Krishna Kulastriyaha pradushyanti, because of lack of piety, the women of the family are spoiled. Strishu dushtasu, and the spoiled women, they lead to Varna Sankaraha, mix of families. Proceeding. Sankaro narakayaiva kulagnanam kulasya cha patanti pitaro hyesham lupta pindodaka kriyaha. Sankaraha, confusion. Narakayaiva kulagnanam kulasya cha patanti pitaraha ha yesham lupta pinda udaka kriyaha. Sankaraha narakaya eva. All the confusion lead to hell. Hell need not be a place which you reach after death. Please get a broad understanding of the word hell. Hell need not be a place after death. Heaven need not be a place after death which we reach. It is right here in this world. We have hell also here, we have heaven also here. The confusion will lead to the hell, meaning the confusion will create all sorts of nonsense in our own life, during our existence only. Sankaraha narakaya eva kulagnanam kulasya patanti. Those families of the shreyas of the family, they also fall. Pitaraha hi, verily, lupta pinda udaka kriyaha. Now once the family traditions are lost, the people will not be able to differentiate between dharma and adharma. What is dharma? Dharma is a righteous way of living. What is good to be done for your own sake and for your forefathers and for your fellow men and for your acharyas and for your children and for the world in general, that is dharma. The word English religion does not very much give so much of meaning as the dharma in Sanskrit gives. Hell is verily the lot of the family and the family destroyers because of the caste mixture, because of the spoiled ladies. Hell is the very result. It need not be after death. Right here, while living, they will face hell. And what will happen to their ancestors? You were doing Shraddha every year. You will stop Shraddhas. What is the use of Shraddha? What does it do? Shraddha for those who believe. Okay, those who don't believe, I have no argument with them. For those who believe, Shraddha is done to give a symbolic food and water to the forefathers. They have left the body and gone. The spirits are gone. For all that you know, they have taken a birth elsewhere also. But they had been in the body of your fathers. You owe a gratitude to them for all the good things they have done. That gratitude, that remembrance is done during the Shraddha. As a token of your gratitude, you are offering the pinda, a ball of rice, and udaka, water with til. You might argue, will it reach them? I will argue, I am sending as a birthday gift 1 lakh rupees to my daughter. will 1 lakh reach my daughter in states? Even if it reaches, what is the use? What can she do with that piece of paper in states? That's all. It has no value. But she doesn't get 1 lakh, she gets the equivalent of the $10. That is useful to her. Similarly, when I offer Pinda and Udaka, the Pinda and Udaka do not go, the food and the water do not go to the ancestors who are in the heaven or wherever they are. But that being a symbol of my gratitude, that good feelings will go towards that soul. Remembrance will go to them. That is the belief. And once the families are spoiled and the traditions are stopped, nobody will do Shraddha. So no Pinda, no Udaka will go to the ancestors. So not only your life becomes hell, even their life becomes hell. Arjuna is worried about that. Sankaro naraka eva kulagnanam kulasyecha pitaraha patanti, because they are lupta, pinda, udaka, kriyaha. They are deprived of the offerings of the rice ball, water and til. So is the argument of Arjuna. Continuing. Okay, I think it's pretty late right now. Let us stop here. Sloka number 43 onwards, we will take up in the next class. Jai Shri Krishna.